What's up? What's up? What's up? Instagram. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. Today is going to be such an exciting show. This is my brand new series called the CELEB Gigs Effect. We're going to have such a great time. Hey, Jess Johnny. Hey, Kenner. Thanks for tuning in. This is a brand new series. It is a labor of love. So I hope you guys like it. As you come in, give me some hearts, give me some likes. I need you all to go ahead and to put what you do and where you're watching from. That's the only way that the app knows that you care about what I am talking about. So how about we jump right in? Before we get started, I wanted to share why I created the CELEB Gigs Effect. For a long time, I have watched incredibly talented hairstylists. I have watched them get stuck. I've watched them not knowing what to do, not because they are not skilled, not because they don't know what they're doing, but because they don't understand how to access and understand higher level opportunities and how to prepare for these opportunities. Hairstylists and makeup artists all over the world want to work on different types of jobs. So this series is about showing what actually changes when artists learn how to position themselves, move professionally and on set environments, and build real trust with teams, talent, and decision makers. These conversations aren't about hype or overnight success. I'm not going to bring anyone on this show who's going to say, hey, Monae, I took one class and now I am a superstar. We're going to get into the grit and the work. We're going to get into the preparation, the process, the growth, the access they created, the way they learn how to pitch themselves, and what this looks like for you in real life. Each episode is going to feature a CELEB Gigs Academy alum sharing their experience, the rooms they've stepped into, and what shifted for them along the way. So our very first guest, well, first off, my name is Monae Everett. I am a celebrity hairstylist, author, educator, and most importantly to most of you, a client attraction coach. So we're going to go ahead and bring up the first guest. So Ciantha should be joining us any moment. I think I accepted her. Y'all know how the Instagram live goes. She'll just pop in. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, how are
How
you?
great, great, great. So happy to have you. Can you tell the people a little bit more about you, where you're from, what you do, and what you love?
So I'm from Tucson, Arizona. I'm a cosmetologist. I have a head spa and salon here in Tucson, Arizona. Um, and what was the other question? Sorry.
What do you love? What do you love to do?
Um, I love doing hair. I mostly love doing hair extensions. So I love doing sew-ins, sew-ins, K-tips. K-tips, I love K-tips. I love the money that comes with K-tips. I love the styling, and it's just lets me just chill out for the day and focus on one client for the day. So that's nice.
Oh, so you like making the shmoney. You know how we feel about
Hmm.
making the shmoney around here. No,
Yes.
no starving artists around here. We are all about making a really good life for ourselves. How long have you been doing hair?
It's going on like 20 years now. Been a
Okay.
long time.
You got
It
some.
doesn't seem like it.
No, baby, you don't look like you've been doing anything for 20 years, but you know the rest of that comment on why you don't look like it. So, all good, beautiful. So tell me this. When did we meet? We met like a couple of years ago, maybe, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You took Celeb Gigs Academy, I think in 2024,
Hmm.
and you came in, you were very prepared. I could tell that you really wanted it, that you were really here to improve yourself and find some new opportunities. What made you decide to sign up to take Celeb Gigs Academy?
Um, Honestly, I felt like I hit a brick wall. I wasn't satisfied with the salon life anymore. I
Mhm.
just wanted something a little bit more, and I was in a spot where I could invest in myself, as well financially. So I took that leap and I signed up for the class, and I'm so glad that I did. It's literally like changed my life and the trajectory of my career.
You know, I love hearing that, but the people might think I put you up to it. So I'll ask more questions so they can get to know you even better. As you came through Celeb Gigs Academy, you made it really clear that you had an interest in working in fashion. So before Celeb Gigs Academy, how close were you to Fashion Week level work? Were you getting booked for real Fashion Week shows, like the shows that are on the calendar?
I had no idea what I was doing at all. I had no connection to Fashion Week at all, except for people that were like, "Oh, I've worked Fashion Week before," but yeah, no help, nothing.
Yeah, a lot of people come to me and they're like, well, I have a friend who works Fashion Week, so clearly that friend is going to put me on. And I'm like, baby, that's not always how that works. And sometimes your friends were in a situation where someone opened a door for them, but that does not mean that they are able to explain to you how to open these doors for yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
So that goes right into the next question. And y'all know I keep a list of questions because, I want to make sure we get some good stuff. What did you realize you needed to change in order to get booked backstage at Fashion Week?
Honestly, the level of collaborative work that I was producing. I was producing work for like content and things like that, but not necessarily to portfolio work or to get my name out there. So after I took your class, I immediately started changing things. I'm like, okay, I need like a real team. I need a real photographer,
Mhm.
a set stylist, a wardrobe stylist, a makeup artist. So yeah, those things really changed how my portfolio looks and how my page looks and everything. So yeah.
And that's so interesting because one thing that always stood out to me about you was you are extremely talented. Like you are a really great hairstylist. And that's something I want to call out because so many hairstylists think that, oh, well, I'm great at doing hair. My clients are happy. I'm sure Beyonce is just waiting to call me at any moment because she's going to know that I create the best body waves possible. And doesn't always work that way, does it?
No.
That doesn't always work that way. Okay, I'm gonna go off script here. You mentioned more collaborative work, and I love that you mentioned that. This is something that I bring up quite often in the first module of Celeb Gigs Academy. I talk about the importance of collaboration, but not necessarily in the way that people are accustomed to. There is something called time for prints or test for prints where a lot of people can get together, hairstylists, makeup artists, wardrobe stylists, photographer, model, and they just kind of have at it,
Mhm.
and the attempt is to create images. But I find quite often that one or more person's skill may not be at the same level as everyone else, and that can negatively affect your work. People will look at your work and say, okay, well, you did hair, but the makeup is terrible. So I don't know if I can trust you. People only will trust you on the level of what they do. So let me say that a different way. If you are looking to work with newer photographers and the work that you have in your book has bad photography, a lot of times they don't even know if your hairstyling is good because they're focusing on the bad photography.
Mhm.
So tell me a little bit about what it was like for you to start to put together your own go-to team.
Um, so honestly, I didn't put it together. I kind of fell fell into it like it came to me, and sometimes you're your own boss, but sometimes to get to the next level you have to come up under someone else. So that's the situation that I'm in, and it's kind of nice not having to call all the shots too. So but that's really opened a lot of doors for me because I've collaborated with people that have their own gifts that I don't necessarily have.
Absolutely.
Um, and it's opened up a lot of doors for us even in this short amount of time. So,
I love that. I love that. I think you're absolutely right. We have gotten as far as we have gotten because that's all we knew how to do. But sometimes there are higher levels that you want to achieve. And there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I don't know how to get there, but if I team up with this person, we can get there together. It
yeah.
doesn't matter who opened the door, you have to have the talent to be able to stay there and sustain it.
Hmm.
So that's really, really very smart of you. And you know what I just thought of? Ciantha, you're married, right?
Yes.
Okay, and the reason I bring that up is because I've had so many people who are interested in joining CELEB Gigs Academy, but they're nervous. They feel like, oh, I'm married, I have children, I have other things that I have to focus on. Maybe my time has passed. Can you speak just a little bit, because we don't get all in your business. Speak just a little bit on how you knew that this would be a good opportunity for you, even though you had other obligations. You're married, you have a salon, you have a studio. How did you know that this opportunity was right for you?
Um, I I decided to go ahead and take your class too because you were someone that's been there, you've done it, you have a process and you've eliminated like all of the BS. So it makes it easier, especially when you have all these obligations, just to listen to someone that already knows everything's already like printed out for you down to like the invoices. You gave us an invoice printout. Like
Mhm.
those things save so much time and they save you money and the chaos. So it's kind of made it easier in a way to pursue my dreams outside of the salon, outside of my marriage, um, just because you have everything so streamlined. So,
Well, of course, that makes me happy because that was the intention. And
mhm.
I love that. I love that you are able to balance it. When you don't know what you're doing, it is absolutely overwhelming. But
Yeah.
every time you take a step, if you find somebody to help you with that step, you're more likely to be successful.
Yes.
Okay, so I got to put some of these Ciantha skills to the test. You assisted me for the House of Alma show, which is an actual calendar show for Fashion Week.
Mhm.
Tell me, how was your experience working with me and being on the team?
It was scary at first. I didn't know what to expect. But once I got there, like it was fun. It was fun, but you were about business. Everything was clear. Like you can do great hair, but the biggest skill is like comprehension. Comprehend what Monet is saying, and then your skills will come out. Just be a team player, listen, do what you need to do, and I learned the not to, because everyone there was professionals. They have their things going on. They're the star of the show and their salon and everything, but everyone's the star when you get there. So you have to kind of pull back, be a team player. You might be like two people on one head or something
Mhm.
like that. So that was a little bit of a different experience, but I felt like I just fell right into it, especially after taking your course and knowing what to expect. So yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's the truth. And I love how you are really driving it back to the importance of collaboration, because a lot of times people want to get backstage so that they can show how great they are.
Hmm.
I'm sure you are great. I'm sure your clients love you. You would not have an opportunity to work backstage or work on set if you were not really good at what you do. But always think of it this way. How many people can safely drive a car at one time?
Only one.
Only one person can safely drive a car at one time. The only way we are going to end up in a great place and make sure that the models look great is if there's one person driving. Okay. That's the lead. So in that situation, that was me, but your lead could be anybody else. And I'm going to tell you, when you work backstage at Fashion Week, if there's one lead and there may be 25 or 30 other people, those are all assistants. The lead is the person in charge. They put out the direction. If we're going to continue to use the example of driving a car, there may be other people that help, like that other person in the front seat may navigate, but they're not grabbing the wheel. The people in the back seat are trusting the vision, and they understand their job is execute the vision. And then when we go sit outside and we go see the show and we see how beautiful it is, we see all of this art that we created. When we look at the images, it photographs differently. Would you say that, Ciantha? Like, you do clients all the time, but the way those photos look on the runway, it comes out a little different. How
Yeah.
did you feel when you saw your work in
It hits a
Harper's
little bit
Bazaar and
different.
Essence? Huh?
Yes, I was on Vogue lurking for my pictures. I was like, oh, that little Getty image sign was on there. It was an accomplishment, and I would love to do it again and again. Like it it was just so much different than just being in the salon. Even though I love being in the salon, it was like in print.
It's in print, and you get to see your work differently. You get to see what it's like to have a high level model with high level clothes, high level makeup. It really all comes together differently. Hmm. So, how did being backstage change how you see yourself as an artist?
Hmm, that's a hard one for me. um it did give me more confidence. It gave me more confidence in and out of the salon, especially negotiating pricing, negotiating future gigs.
Hmm.
It it just changed the way that I value my work. It, it changed a lot.
I can imagine you now. What do you mean you don't have any money? Do you know I work at Fashion Week?
Hmm.
Did you know the models were requesting me? I bet you giving them all types of hell. You said, as a matter of fact, let me send this deal memo that Monet showed me how to send. This is actually what you're gonna pay me. How about that?
Exactly.
Was that the vibe? Ciantha's keeping it cute on the live, but I know she said, I'm sorry, what? The price has gone up. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
It's not, honey.
Okay, so how did Celeb Gigs Academy help you to understand how to prepare for working backstage?
um it actually showed me to be prepared for anything. Like just because they say bring these items for your kit, just have a full kit. You
Yes.
never know what's gonna happen and who's gonna need what, and yeah. So
Oh,
being
yeah.
overly prepared.
Yeah, so I was at the show, so I could talk about it. This particular show, and I've been working Fashion Week for over 30 seasons. We had this beautiful crop of models, all black models, and we had some very specific looks we wanted to create. And what people don't tell you guys about creating those looks is, yes, it may be a very simple look to create. I'm going to say the layperson thinks a ponytail is easy. Let's say everybody's getting a ponytail, but you don't know how people are going to show up. And somebody might show up with no hair and you still got to give them a ponytail. You know, somebody may show up with, if everybody's supposed to have a black ponytail, they might show up with blonde hair. It's your job to make it look black going down that runway.
Hmm.
So yeah, these are things that people don't think about, and this is ways where you show your skills differently than in a salon. In a salon, you're like, "Oh, let me shampoo your hair and I'll mold it this way," and then, although that's great, you won't be doing that behind the scenes at Fashion Week. So
Yeah.
you have to know many different ways to create that style. Did you have a style that you enjoyed creating while you were working the show?
Yes, the updo with the two French rolls. First time I ever did it. But it came out amazing. And to your point, her hair was dirty from a
Mm,
previous show.
yep,
She had all kinds of gots to be in it and gel and everything, and I still had to silk press that dirty hair.
yep.
So you have to know how to style dirty hair, just everything that comes at you.
Yep, and I'm sure you looked at her hair and said, "You got to be kidding me. No way you
Hmm.
showed up with your hair like this." But real models go from show to show.
Yep.
So you never know what you're going to get. I think in over my 30 seasons, literally only one time, I'll say two, but I literally only remember shampooing somebody's hair one time because they showed up and it was just like not movable. So this
Yeah.
poor girl was bent over backwards. Don't know why she chose that. In the sink with me washing her. Oh, so she didn't get her makeup off because her makeup was already done and her hair
Mm.
was not movable. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. 20 minutes before showtime. She closed out the show. She looked good. But if only people knew the things that go down backstage, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so what's different about the opportunities that come to you now compared to before Celeb Gigs Academy?
Um, they are. Hmm. There's more opportunities coming this way because of what I've learned in Select Gigs Academy and um, putting the collaboration piece with it.
Hmm.
Um, so like one of the people I'm working with, the team is called Era. It's Era One Collective,
Hmm.
and our lead is very gifted and skilled at negotiating and getting to the top person.
Hmm.
So we're having deals come our way that are and payment and room and board and things. Those kind of deals are coming through, and I didn't think that this early on, working backstage and working shows and stuff, I would ever even see shows that I got paid at yet.
Yeah.
Your show was the first show that I got paid,
Hmm.
and um, that's the difference from trying to do things on your own, um, and seeking guidance. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And once you start getting paid, especially for Fashion Week shows, you do not want to go back. You see a
no.
difference. So a lot of people think when I talk about getting paid for Fashion Week shows, they think I'm literally solely talking about money. Money is great. Yes, you get a few $100s for doing it, but the way
Yeah.
the show is run is different. Would you say a paid show versus a volunteer show? A volunteer show is kind of like, well, I
It's
don't want to speak
chaos.
for you. Yeah, there you go.
It's
Volunteer,
chaos.
all hands on deck. You don't know who's doing what. It's very difficult to keep a running tab and to know which models are taken care of. Folks are popping in, popping out. The
Mhm.
reason why paid shows are paid is because the level of output is much higher. The stakes are higher, and you better get it right.
Yes.
Okay, so I hear you talking about collaborating with your team. Do you pitch yourself for any jobs?
Um, I the jobs that I have been getting have been pitched as a team.
Okay.
Uh, through Era. When I applied for your show, I pitched myself, and then I also pitched my team. I blew up your phone to get my team on.
He
Um,
did. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've been trusting the process and trusting the lead of our team to pitch for me. I've been kind of stretched thin. There's a lot going on in my life with the salon. I just started a head spa, hired people for that and stuff. So it's kind of nice to be able to you can't trust a lot of people, but it is
Yeah.
nice to be able to trust someone that's always going to put your name in the room.
Yes,
So,
yes, that's a blessing. So I love that you're balancing having a salon, having a head spa, having a studio, and freelance work. I mean, so y'all can stop DMing me talking about, but I work in a salon. Are you sure I can have time? Yes, you can make time
yes.
for the things that you want. And going back to your point about stressing me out until I hired your team, you did that, but that's okay. You really came through and saved my patootie because I thought I had stuff handled and I had let a couple of things slip through the cracks. And Ciantha was there, like, not only do I have you covered, I have another artist that I can bring, and I have somebody for photography. Are you down? And I was like, oh, okay. And they were excellent. So you guys are rising together, and it's a blessing to have that. Generally, I do teach more of how to take care of yourself, but everything that anybody teaches you, you take in, you see how it applies to you, and then you individualize it. And Ciantha,
Yeah.
you were able to individualize it and find a really strong team where all of you can grow together. Wonderful.
Yeah. And that's rare because I do agree with you. You have to take care of yourself first. You can't always bring people along with you.
Yeah, you
And
know
I've
what?
learned that a lot this year.
That's not even on the questions. Can we talk about that a little bit, Ciantha?
Yeah.
We talk about the feeling of when you try to bring people along with you. Would you mind sharing a story of finding out that wasn't a good idea, maybe with no names, of course, but
Mhm.
finding out maybe somebody wasn't ready for what you thought they were ready for?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it vague because
Keep it
some
vague,
things are
because
fresh.
you know they're the
But
ones watching. Keep it vague.
but sometimes sometimes it may you like you said you may not be at the same talent level,
Hmm.
and that shows, and you have to kind of shed that shed that away too, and then some people aren't emotionally mature enough either to handle some things you just if some things happen you just kind of take it in, think about it. You don't always have to react to things. And then another thing is don't surround yourself with people that like to gossip. That will kill whatever you have going on very quickly. So, in those instances, you can't bring everybody along with you.
Yeah,
It's
and
not just about talent, it's also about like work ethic, how they deal with things under pressure and things like that. So
their character. And one thing about gossiping is I can absolutely promise you that when it gets back to the people you were talking about, because it will,
mhm.
what you said is going to be misrepresented.
Yeah.
So just avoid the gossiping at all costs because you're out here to grow and build. And that's definitely something that I wish I would have learned earlier. I wish I would have learned not to be a party to it, even if you're not saying anything, not
Mhm.
to laugh along, because all of a sudden you're the one who said everything. So have
Yeah.
some maturity, be there, understand that even though these situations can feel very informal,
Mhm.
it is work. Your professionalism has to lead the show. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what are some things that you think artists may misunderstand about working backstage at Fashion Week?
Mm, that that your hairstyling has to be perfection.
Mm.
I remember you said that before we started the House of Alma show.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're like we all know you can do hair, but it doesn't have to be as perfect as like in the salon. We're creating a vision and it's gonna come through when everything's put together.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to stress yourself out so much on
Yeah.
that part. It still has to look good, of course, but that was one of the things that I would stress about. Like, oh, well, if I get backstage, what if I can't do this and that? And you're just in your head. Um, that was a little eye opener to me.
Yeah, so I wanna make sure that they're clear on that. So the final image does have to look amazing, but some things that don't are, let's just say you're doing a braid down for a wig to go over top. Baby,
Hmm.
I don't have 2 hours for you to spend on that braid down. You better give
Yeah.
me four flat dookie braids and slap that wig on and let's keep going. And then I want you to really think, if we're creating oh well, I have a hat. If we're creating a hairstyle with a lot of height here,
Hmm.
maybe I don't even want you to get those braids super flat here so that we can get
Yeah.
more height from anywhere possible because we'll be building it. I need you to think strategically instead of getting lost in, I don't know, cosmetology school.
Yeah.
um, like nobody's face is even. So if you're doing all of these on base curls and you're like, no, my curls are perfect on base, and it gets finished and it looks crooked because nobody is symmetrical, I don't give a damn
Mhm.
about your on base curl. You better pull that curl out so now it can be symmetrical, you know?
Yeah.
I
It's
find
more
in my
so focusing on the finished product rather
yes,
than all the in between.
there you go, because we did 60 models, maybe 65, something like that, with a team of 20. And from hello to goodbye was about 5 hours.
Hmm.
So that means from hello, setup, models coming in, hair, makeup, nails, wardrobe, and the actual show
Yeah.
in that time. So baby, we don't have time for your amazing 5 hour weave. This
Yeah.
is this is not the time. Hey, Kia. Kia was with us at the show as
Oh,
well.
heck yeah.
So we're about to wrap it up. I'm gonna pick a couple of last questions. Okay. So what's next for you now that Fashion Week is a part of your experience?
Um, Next, my goal is to get back to New York Fashion Week in February.
Whoopie.
Uh, we're Me and my team are working on collaborating with some production teams and different designers. Um, and then the next goal is Paris Fashion Week. I can't go into too much depth about that as requested, but we have some big things going on, and that was what I was trying to speak into existence last year. And I had no idea. I didn't even have any idea I was going to be at Fashion Week in September. That was a walk of faith.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we went down there in the money. We're eating pizza every day, but we looked glamorous
Yeah. Mm.
and we got the shows under our resume. So um, I just can't wait to see where it brings us. And CELEB Gigs Academy, as I said again, it changed how my career is going. So yeah, those are the things we have coming up. New York, Paris. Oh, and then I have a film premiere
Oh, just a
on.
random film. Please tell us
Yeah, I
about the
forgot.
film premiere.
On Wednesday. That happened shortly after I finished
Oh no, is she coming? I'm sure she'll be right back. Okay, guys, we'll stay patient. She'll come right back, I'm sure. Y'all can still hear me, right? Just making sure. Hopefully it's not on my end because I can see me, so I'm guessing y'all can still see me. Anybody? Oh, she disconnected, but I'm sure she's going to come right back. We are just about to wrap up. So, this is the Celeb Gigs Effect, where I am interviewing hair and makeup artists who have graduated from Celeb Gigs Academy. I want you guys to make sure that you stay tuned in because people ask me all the time, do I really help hair and makeup artists? And I don't want to just tell you about it. I want to continue to platform these artists who believed in themselves and believed in me enough to give a try. There is room for all of us at the top. Ciantha, who has joined us for this live, is actually based in Tucson, Arizona. I get a lot of people that ask me, "Hey, Monae, I'm interested. I want to work with high-end clientele. I want to work runways. I want to work red carpets. I want to work on movies and TV, but I don't live in New York or LA. Is it possible?" And I knew Ciantha would be a wonderful example to show you, to show someone who does not live in New York or LA, but they are following their dreams. She is working internationally. She has a movie coming out this Wednesday. She is working on Paris Fashion Week. She's putting together her own shows and having production meetings. Celeb Gigs Academy is not only about working with high-end clients, it's about really changing your career and going after what you really want. So if anybody has any questions, now is the best time to ask. Hopefully she'll be able to join back in, but if not, I can take a moment to answer any questions that you may be thinking of. Kia, I know you love to do fashion shows as well. I can't wait for you to come to Celeb Gigs Academy so we can really rock this thing out and get you leading even more shows, get you the career that you want. Hey, hi, Key Salon. Feel free to drop any questions that you have now. All right, so I want to thank you all for coming today. We will be having another Celeb Gigs Academy alum. I believe it's Thursday. We have another artist coming up. Abigail, if you can drop in the chat, we have another artist coming up Thursday afternoon. So make sure to tune in, drop any questions or anything. And if you are interested and learning more about Celeb Gigs Academy, I do have a free webinar coming up on December 22nd at 8 p.m. Please sign up at celebgigs.com. Oh, Ciantha, you disappeared. If you wanted to come back and say a last couple of minutes, you are welcome to come on back. What's your real thoughts about 706, the union? I don't have real thoughts about them. So when I teach Celeb Gigs Academy, I teach so that you don't need a union and you don't need an agent, so that you are able to represent yourself, get yourself jobs, so you are able to find jobs and pitch yourself for jobs and actually get paid. I don't believe that anybody else can control when I eat, and that is what I teach other people. The reason behind Celeb Gigs Academy, which is a part of the Monae Life Academy, is because I was really vocal about a lack of opportunities, and I felt rather than simply being vocal, I needed to move forward and show the people how to get their opportunities. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, always about the truth, because what happens if I lie to you? You're going to come right back and find me. Nobody that knows me is going to tell you I'm a liar. Monet is not the liar. That's not what I do, but that was a really, really great question. So I'm giving you guys just another moment before I disconnect. If you have any other questions, now is the time to ask. Going once, going thrice. Well, twice and then thrice. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in. On Thursday, I will see you at approximately 1 p.m. Have a great one.